Hello.
Hi.
Everybody. It's us again.
It is good to be back.
It's good to be back in the studio.
AKA Rachel's flat.
My flat.
As you can see, the TV. We've gone for a bit of a we don't care vibe today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slightly different angle from our other podcasts if you watch on YouTube. I've also got a cap on because the hair's greasy.
Most people are listening on audio anyway.
Soph's had more blonde put in her hair.
I have.
Is that since the last ep?
Yep.
Guys,
Ready for the summer.
If you want a sight for sore eyes, head over to YouTube right now and look at Sophie Crew's new hair.
Yeah, the hair does need a cut, but the colour's back.
Yeah.
Which I'm loving.
Oh, so you didn't get it cut?
No, couldn't afford it.
Yeah, first.
They were like, you really need a cut as well? And I was like, well, look, if you want to pay for it, then cut my hair. But when you're charging 40 quid a pop, I should be waiting another 6 months. Do you know what I mean? 40 quid doesn't actually sound like that much when I'm saying it. But when you'd
already paid to dye it.
Yeah, I was like, look, one thing at a time, honey. And I'm not going to die without getting a haircut. So I'm fine.
I've said for many years that I'll get blonde in my hair.
Yeah, please.
I will do it.
I just think it would look so good.
Yeah, I've never had my hair dyed, guys, but it does go a little bit blonde in the sun. So I could just,
yeah,
jump on that and get some highlights.
I think you should. I think it would look great. But today, guys, we're actually going to be talking about uni.
Yeah.
And we will come to the episode title and proper It's Not Just You topic in a moment, but got us reminiscing about our uni days.
Yeah, and if you're a new listener, we did go to uni together. That's how we met in our first year of uni.
University of Birmingham.
Yes, and
that's why
it was a real time, wasn't it?
Yeah. We actually, I would say I loved uni.
Yeah,
overall.
Both did 3 years there.
Yeah.
Came out of uni and lived together. So,
and we're still
our friendship
here.
Blossomed.
8 years later. Are living the Birmingham dream. But got us thinking about some of our iconic, well, not even iconic uni moments, but I was like, thought we could do a fun twist on the It's Not Just You topic by doing an It's Not Just You with like a fun uni angle. Yeah. So I'm going to start out with It's Not Just You that had so little food in your cupboards and couldn't be bothered to go to the shops that you ate Cheerios with water for dinner. That's right, guys. I had no milk.
That is actually disgusting.
That is a proper struggle meal right there.
Was it nice?
No, it was disgusting. I kind of thought because...
But was it disgusting or was it just like not as nice?
Okay, yeah, it wasn't disgusting, but I basically, my logic was, Cheerios kind of have that like honey, sugary flavouring. And so the milk in the cereal normally goes a bit sugary.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, well, if I put water in, it's going to be at least a bit flavoursome with the... Anyway, it was not a vibe. And when you have a moment, I was halfway through eating this bowl of cereal and I was like, I'm better than this.
Yeah.
I'm actually better than this. I know I'm 18 and I know I'm in my first year of uni, but Sophie could have at least walked down to Costco and get some milk.
Yeah.
It's not that. Times aren't that desperate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I also have some food related ones, but as I'm thinking about them, I don't know if they're super relatable, but something just happened.
That's fine, mate. I'm sure there's someone out there.
Something just happened to my eating at uni, guys. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I did this, but it's not just you that ate a camembert a week. And it's not just you that consumed three bottles of juice a week.
But just to be clear,
because they're on a deal.
A camembert a week doesn't sound that bad. It wasn't a camembert a day, but it was a camembert in one sitting. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
That's more what you're going. Because I feel like eating a camembert a week is not that bad.
Okay, yeah.
But
it was probably more than once a week at some point.
But you were chowing down on one and were finishing it off in one go.
But I think what's so rogue is that
that's not really uni food.
It's not uni food.
Honestly, guys, I used to go to Rachel's flat and I'd be like, oh, what are you having for dinner? She'd be like, mussels. I was like,
but can I just say, guys, like...
They're not actually expensive.
I think it was more just being in Aldi, looking around at the shops. Like even, when you go to union, you've done food shops with your parents, but it's like you're deciding what you want. And I think I just got a bit carried away. Like I saw a camembert. Bear in mind a camembert, the Aldi own is about 99p and mussels are about £2.50. So it's not like they're ludicrously expensive. And I think I just thought, oh, I love a camembert. oh yeah, I'll just have a camembert for lunch. And honestly, so unhealthy. I just think as well, I just didn't like it. Now, a bit older, I'd be like, that's really unhealthy. Like, it's not good for your diet to eat loads of cheese or drink 3 bottles of juice
with like a whole loaf of tiger bread.
Yeah.
Look, girl, look, guys,
anyway,
you can take the girl out of Buckinghamshire, but you can't take Buckinghamshire out of the girl. She's rocking up to tennis courts.
No, but like, don't you hear me where I'm saying it's 99p? It wasn't like...
I know, bro, but it was just like, I've never even cooked a mussel. So the fact...
Okay, yeah, I love seafood, yeah.
Most people are having beans on toast. And you're
all right. Well, it was like a vacuum pack of mussels. Like, it wasn't like I was like fishing them from the
I know.
But yeah, I know that is really abnormal. I'm just saying it is in Aldi, so like...
No,
you want to try a mussel.
Get on down there and get, you need £3 at the most to be able to afford this balanced, healthy meal of mussels and camembert. The thing is,
that's just so rogue. Like, I'm trying to think of a more like normal one.
For me,
I mean, it's not just you whose sleeping pattern was absolutely whack out of the window. Like, as in, I don't even know what pattern. No, it was. I mean, and I think that's more standard, like, honestly, the amount of nights that it was just like you'd look at your phone like, oh, 4 it's 4:30,
birds are chirping, walking back, sun's coming up. I remember, you're walking back and you're seeing people in suits commuting, getting, waiting to get the bus to work.
That feeling actually does.
I was like, I've not been to bed.
Sick. Yeah.
It's all fun and games until you see that, and then you're like, no, I feel a bit depressed now.
Yeah. Anyway, I would quite like to put on our Instagram a little box out to see if anyone else has some like funny, it's not just used.
All of mine were just, right. Can I just bring this up before we go into the episode?
Yeah.
And we went on a walk this morning around the Vale, where in Birmingham, the first year students, like, it's like the accommodation bit, but it's like a really nice, there's like a lake. And anyway, you see all the flats with their lined up empty bottles. Why on earth was that such a flex to like line up all your bottles on the windowsill and just think that you're an absolute G?
I know. It's just one of those classic things, isn't it? Where like everyone does it, so you just do it. But it's like, what?
But we've drank 10 bottles of Smirnoff in the last year. Cool.
But they would be also like lining up like beer cans and stuff, and I'm just there like, that is actually just like,
that's actually
in the bin.
Disgusting.
Yeah, like there's like remnants of beer in there, just like no, but like smelling up your flat, that's not for me.
No, but why is that a flex? Or like using the post-it notes to like draw a willy on the window. It's like, that's not funny. Like, do you know what I mean though? Where it'd be like, guys, you'll never guess what we've done. We've like...
No, but do you know what I do think that is reflective of genuinely like the difference in
we are
brain.
18.
Yeah, like what's the word? Like just
brain
like,
development.
Yeah, and like maturity of like, there is a big difference between being 18 fresh out of school and 26.
But I still low-key think, even as an 18-year-old, I don't think in my heart of hearts thought this is cool.
No.
I think I was just
it's
like...
definitely just like...
oh yeah, everyone else is doing it. So.
And there's so much of that when you go to uni, like, of just like, oh, like, this is what everyone's doing. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't put that in the recycling. I'll just put it on the windowsill.
Yeah.
Who needs recycling? It's just, I don't know. But it's also the thing of how it like passes down through the ages.
Yeah.
This was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And the bottles are still lined up on the windowsill.
Some things never go old, guys.
And people say British people don't have culture. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
We do have culture.
I know. Honestly.
Okay, so we're going to jump into the episode. Like we said, we are talking about all things university.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of came, I was chatting with one of my friends at the weekend, and we were just saying how we just miss uni for loads of different reasons, which is what we're going to go into today. But that is the title of this episode.
Yeah, it's not she that misses university.
Yes. So hopefully some of these things might still be relatable if you weren't at uni, just more thinking about that life stage of kind of 18 to probably up to like 23. Mm-hmm. Where things maybe have changed and feel slightly different. Even if you didn't go to uni, I feel like a lot of this stuff is relevant. Or if you haven't been to uni and you can't relate at all, then hopefully it's just an enjoyable episode to listen to.
Yeah.
So
it's going to give you a little flavour of what's to come.
Strap yourselves in.
Strap yourselves in, guys.
Do you want to start, Rach?
Yeah. I would say one thing that is definitely noticeable post-uni is how easy it was to make friends at university. And I think we are quite fortunate at the moment where we do still live, I guess, in a community that began to be formed in university whilst living in Brum. But I know for a lot of people, you come out of uni, you're in your 20s, you're in a new job, you move to a different city, and like the accessibility of people doing the same thing in the same life stage that uni gives you, it's just not there anymore.
No. And I think we were reflecting earlier on the whole thing of, you know, you rock up at uni, Freshers Week, no one knows anyone. So everyone is absolutely desperate to make friends. You know, you're making any sort of
it kind of
link,
cringes me out.
any sort of correlation with, you know, your first name starts with R. Mine starts with S, and that's like one letter away. So I think we should be best friends. Like, it's that level of just, I don't know anyone. I need to make friends. I feel actually probably quite lonely or stressed about the fact that I've just left home. I've probably just left a friendship group that's been really established in my life for the past 7+ years maybe. And so people are super open to wanting to make friends, and not even just open, I guess, but also a lot of uni in those, especially first few weeks, is literally geared towards helping people make friends.
Yeah.
When else in life do you have a season like that? You don't start a new job and it's like, right, because we've got one new employee, Freshers Week. Yeah. So we're going to be putting on 14 events just so you can all get to know Rach and make friends of her and make her feel welcome. It's like, no, actually, I've come into this new city or workplace or whatever. Everyone's already got their friendship groups. You know, I'm sure people might put the effort in towards the start or try and be friendly or, you know, connect, whatever. But it's like I'm actually a culprit of this. I just want to say that, like, I've got established friends in Birmingham, I've not had to do that transition. And so I guess for people, I don't know, that are moving to Birmingham, it's like probably feeling that thing of, oh, people have been here for 8 years, like, so from Rach. And do you know what I mean? Like, that's really difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. I also just think uni gives you such like a massive sample size of people to meet, where it's like, obviously, we're not saying in your 20s you can't make friends. We will make new friends, whether that's through work or like hobbies or whatever. But I do feel like uni, it was just this time of like, no, there are just hundreds and hundreds of people that you can meet through all these different kind of ways, whether it's on your course or like societies. And it's just quite interesting, isn't it? Like, you're just surrounded by lots of new people all the time, and like, you don't have that stage of life again, do you?
But it's, in some ways, it's kind of a bit like speed dating.
Yeah.
Like, you could meet someone in the first week. Oh, we were kind of getting on, hanging out a bit, or like they're on my course. We walked to lectures together a couple of times. Then maybe you realise, oh, like they're cool, but like we're not super similar, or I don't think they're going to be like my close friend. Not that you then just ditch them, but then you can kind of focus your attention on, and then I met someone at the dodgeball taster session. Yeah, like
you can refine your friends.
So yeah, there's just so many pockets and spaces to meet new people. And also, I mean, bearing in mind, you know, somewhere like Birmingham Uni where we went, there are literally thousands. I think there was 30,000 people that go to Birmingham Uni or something. So in some ways that is overwhelming, but equally it's like, we've got ample choice. You're bound to find someone that you get on with.
Yeah. And then on top of there being so many people to hang with, the availability is just
unmatched.
It's unmatched. It's next level. And we've spoken about this before, like the difference now in terms of, like, let's take, for example, calendars, scheduling, like people's time. The way that at uni, I guess you just had so much free time in comparison to like now in life and jobs. I don't even know what our time spent on, but lots of other things. It like allowed for such a level of just like spontaneity, didn't it?
I mean, I don't think I even used a calendar at uni, which now, genuinely now, I cannot comprehend the idea of like not putting things in my calendar that are coming up.
Like, did we?
I didn't.
I don't think I did.
I didn't. I would put in like family holiday in June, but I wouldn't be putting in meeting up with Rach in 2 Wednesdays time for coffee for 2 hours.
Yeah, not that we really do that, but yeah.
No, but as in I would do that with other people. Where you're like, oh, okay, we're looking at maybe start of next month. I'm free. I've got 3 hours on a Saturday morning. Does that work? So it's like I'm obviously not going to remember that.
I think it's because
it's the 9 to 5.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't have 9 to 5s. We had a lot more flexibility because I think, like, thinking about life now, when you're working 9 to 5, you just need a lot more space and time to like recover, and also just to do life things like life admin, like looking after yourself. So the time for socializing is massively reduced, and therefore you have to like prioritize. And then it's like, you know, if you're trying to see your close mates or if you're in a relationship, then by the time you're seeing like a friend on who's a bit more on the fringes, that's like, it's hard to plan it. Whereas at uni, it was like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, like, are you coming on this night out? Or like, oh yeah, like I'll see you at, like, you know.
But even, I feel like at uni, every moment was just socializing.
Yeah.
From the moment you stepped out of your bedroom in the morning, it's like your housemates are downstairs. You're chatting with them. I've got this lecture today.
The thought of it does tire me out.
You're walking to lectures with people. You're in lectures with people. And also, guys, bearing in mind, the most lectures I ever had in one day was maybe 4 hours.
Yeah.
Most days was 1 or 2. And so it's like, okay, I've gone to a 1 hour lecture. Oh, let's go and have lunch. Social. Let's go to the library. That's social. Let's walk back home. Social.
Library.
Social. I'll pop into Rachel's. So like every moment of you, oh, now I've got rugby training. I'm with my, like, it was almost, I feel like my view of uni was like, I had a few different circles of friends. Like I had course mates, I had like friends from church, I had people that I played rugby with and things like that. And I loved all of them. And so any moment, like whether it was going to a lecture or in the library.
You were with friends.
You were with friends.
Yeah.
So I didn't necessarily need to go, oh, I've not seen like, that course mate in a while. Like I should really like check in. It's like, no, I am, because I'm walking every day with you to lectures. Then we're having lunch together. Then we're sitting in the library. So I think that's where, I guess with work, and, you know, I work with my friends, but firstly, work just feels different to like being at uni, doing a 1 hour lecture and then basically peeing about, just doing what you like. But like, say you work remote. So you are just on your own in the day. So you've got 8 hours of your day, which is just you on your own. Whereas at uni, you would have been having those 8 hours, which was basically just more catching up social time with people.
And on that, like what, you know, whilst you're saying that you would be doing life in such proximity, I think also like a real difference now is because you're not, when you actually do hang out, like you have so much to catch up on. And like with loads of my friends, I joke about it. Like even this week, I saw 2 of my school friends who I've not seen in a while. And like, I'm there, like there are just big, you know, things in their lives I want to hear about, whether that's like work or relationships or like their friendships or whatever. So you end up genuinely almost having this agenda, which I don't think is like wrong. And it's like what I want to hear about and what they want to hear about. But it is like that difference, isn't it? Of like, well, I just never get, I mean, obviously I wasn't at uni with them, but like it with friends in general, where you're living so closely, and even with us now, like where we used to live in such proximity and we would know everything going on all the time. Like even for you and I, who see each other, you know, once if not twice a week, we still have to like do quite a big debrief on like how we're doing in the week and what's going on. And it's just so funny because like, back in the day, it was just like that wasn't even happening, because as things would happen, we'd be living essentially in each other's pockets doing it together.
I was literally just thinking that phrase, like you're just in each other's pockets. But then it's also, I think it was just such a sweet time of actually so much hanging out, which, you know, wasn't even like agendaed, or, you know, now where we're saying, you go, so would you like to come for brunch with me? We can go for 3 hours and then we can go home. It was like, oh, hey, I'm just coming around to your house to have a nap on your sofa, or we're just going to get ready together, or, you know, we're going to do an Aldi food shop together. Like you're not really having to plan in. And I totally get it, because you want to have nice intentional time with each other. So that's why you do things like brunch, coffee, whatever. But I think I'm definitely way more like, I just love doing life with people and like kind of you're just vicariously picking up on what's going on in people's lives rather than you having to give me a report of your week.
Yeah. But I think what's really cool is like, I do feel like even now with friendships I have, it could look like that. The barrier is living far apart.
Yeah.
Because it's just not conducive. And like Soph and I were reminiscing on a time earlier at uni where, so Soph and I lived in like the same kind of blocks of accommodation, like the same area in our first year. So
yeah, we weren't like in the same block or flat, but it was like I was block 23 and you were block 5.
Yeah. You never remember that.
No, I was about to say 5. I was.
Okay. And then
but literally like a 30-second
yeah, so
walk
if
from one
Soph
to
was
the
gonna
other.
like leave the accommodation, she would walk like, you know, fairly near my block. So it was very like, obviously that is like, that's never happening, you know, again, unless you're literally living together. But like there was like a time where I had been on a date and like it was obviously like later in the evening and I was like going home and I think I walked past Soph's window. I can't even remember I think we'd agreed I'd come to your window.
I remember why.
Why?
Basically, you got on this date and we were thinking, oh, are we gonna have like a first kiss moment?
Oh.
And so I was like, look, I'm on a stakeout. Like,
but had we agreed I would come to your window?
Yeah, I said, look, mate, I'm waiting up to hear the verdict.
Yeah.
So when you get back, come to my window and we'll have a debrief from the window. Because basically my flat window was like right on the path.
Yeah.
So like I could literally open, like I probably could have jumped out the window, stepped out and stood on the pavement. So I was just like, and my window would just fling open wide. So
but like, I just love that.
It's like
and
3 o'clock in the morning, like.
Right, 3 a.m.
I think it was. It was late. Like I remember it was like.
Coming back from a date at 3 a.m.
No, because you've been somewhere, like I think you've been to London or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe like 1 a.m. But yeah.
Okay, let's say 1 a.m.
Anyway,
4 a.m.
But I just love
things like that.
And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like right now I do feel grateful that I think we have friendships like that, but we live on other sides of the city.
Yeah.
So it's like, in no world, it's not easy even for us at all for one of us to go via another's house, like on the way back from something.
Yeah.
Like it's so, yeah, I think.
Because that's it. You lose the whole like, I'll just pop in.
Yeah.
Because that's, again, when you're limited on time, yeah, if I could see you for 45 minutes, I'd love that. But it's like, well, I'm not going to walk from my house to the train to yours just to pop in for 45 minutes because that's obviously not 45 minutes then.
Exactly.
So that's where, you miss those little windows of just, oh, are you in? Oh, I'll come round for like literally half an hour just to, I don't know.
It's such
you
a
want this
sweet
top for a night out,
time.
so I'll come and deliver it to you and then we'll have a little catch up and then I'll go back home.
Yeah.
Okay, so then another thing I was thinking about the uni days.
The uni days.
Do you remember uni days?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's
Gosh,
another thing.
missed that
RIP
student
student discount.
It honestly pains me every time I go into a shop and they're like, do you have student discount? I'm like,
No,
mate,
I know.
not for 5 years, no.
I'm like, if you're asking that, can't you just like take me as a
look, I look
student?
young
Come
and
on,
fresh.
Come on.
I don't look a day over 19. Mate. I know I'm 26, but no, I was thinking about, money. And I was thinking about just, firstly, just doing the cheap, easy hangouts. Well, I don't even remember really hanging out over any, like, I remember the end of my first year, we'd finished all our exams and my course mates were like, let's go for a meal out. And that was a massive deal. Like we were going for a meal out. Like we didn't do that at all. And I was talking to one of the young people at church the other week and I was like, talking about at uni, how you're kind of living in your own little, at Birmingham uni anyway, because it's a campus uni, you're kind of in this almost like mini bubble of a world that is just students. And I was like, I never went to town. I'd go to town, like we'd go to church, come back, but I wouldn't like, oh, let me go and have a browse around the shops. Because I was like, I've got no money to spend. Like, I think a classic hangout at uni would just be like, oh, should we go to the park? And it would be like, you get a couple of beers or something and just sit there.
Yeah.
And like, it actually just made things really easy because you weren't having to think about, oh, like, one person wants to do this really bougie thing. One person doesn't have the money this month. Like, and so I think
you're all on the same page.
Yeah, and I think sometimes I kind of miss the like we were just all in it together.
Yeah,
like we're all kind of poor. Like we're not poor in the grand scheme of life, but like we're all like limited kind of disposable income or just living that student way of life where no one's really doing the bougie thing. So like actually, yeah, we're all on the same page what we want to do, rather than, oh, let's do a holiday. One person's thinking, what about like a kind of £2,000
I think it's
vibe?
good because I would still say, like, with our friends in general, everyone probably generally in life, everyone does try and save money, don't they? So like, it's not, I can imagine for others it could be super extreme of like, I would say like mainly in our communities we're probably all like on similar-ish salaries. So like, because I'm just thinking, imagine if someone was like earning like so much more.
This is what I'm thinking. Like, if you're stepping out of uni and I guess it depends what uni you're going to and who's there. Some people are actually at uni and they are rich, but like, I think some of it is actually more just the student way of life and mindset. Like, even if you had a fair bit of money, you're just like, cheap and cheerful is great.
Yeah, let's just do it.
It's
like
good
simple.
enough.
Yeah. Oh, we miss those days and the shared wardrobe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I just miss that in general, even from like when we would live together, like as in post-uni. Yeah. I mean, just basically living in proximity to people who have clothes that you want to wear is great.
And fit you.
Yeah, it's great.
You basically just have two wardrobes. If they're kind of
we would borrow each other's clothes quite a lot, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I think like not as much
like
as,
going out tops.
Yeah, going out tops. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just compiling all the options.
And my housemates, like with your flat. Oh my gosh, with my flatmates.
Laying them out, who's having what.
Oh, it's brilliant.
The worst is when someone else is like putting on a top that is theirs, but you're like, I kind of wanted to wear that.
Yeah.
Like, do you think this looks good? I think I've seen you wear better, mate. I'll take that off your hands if you want to wear something else. Because, yeah. Oh, the shared wardrobe. It's just fun times. Yeah. Life's just not real. When you're at uni, it's just not real life.
It's an ecosystem. That's how you.
It's an ecosystem.
That's how you described it earlier. I was like, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
But I would say the final thing I miss about uni is just you're not taking annual leave, are you? It's the long old holidays. But this is like you've just said, it's not real life.
It's actually not.
Like, but in what world are you getting like 5 months off?
But this is where I think that's the main thing that lulls you into a false sense of what life's like.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, when I transitioned to having to take annual leave, I was shocked.
I know.
I was shocked.
I know.
And if I'm being completely honest, I was just like living in this absolute fake reality of life. Like, so I can't just like go on holiday whenever I want. And not that I'm trying to like go on holiday every week, but more just like you really have to meticulously plan when you're going off and how much time it's taking, because before you know it, 28 days gone. 4 months pretty much at summer. 4 months of just
like, it is wild.
Frolicking about.
It was an amazing time.
So much.
But also like you say, there's no point even being like, wish I could replicate that or anything, because it's just like, it's not real. Like even the whole like having loans and like that's just so specific to that season. But I guess the headline is, guys, if you're listening to this right now and you're at uni,
enjoy it.
And
actually don't think it's that hard, because
I mean, I like, to be fair, you could be listening to this hating your time at uni. That's okay. There are a few pros though. I feel like even if you're having an awful time, like one positive could be the slightly longer holiday or the
just everything we've talked about in this episode.
Like there could be little positives, but I just want to caveat this by saying I did enjoy uni, but I found my course really difficult. So I did enjoy it and I didn't enjoy it. So like, it's okay if you're not enjoying it.
Yeah. And I think I also just want to land on the main reason why we wanted to film this episode is because I actually still sometimes, even though uni was like 5 or 6 years ago now for me, like when I finished, I do sometimes still almost grieve the loss of uni and what life looked like in that era. Just like we were saying at the start, around friendships, around availability, people being up for doing stuff, spontaneity, all that stuff. I think I still really sometimes, like I said, even though it feels like ages ago now, still really almost feel like I've not fully come to terms with like that part of my life has ended. And that can feel quite hard when maybe you're struggling to make new friendships, or you have moved to another city and you feel like, how do I make friends? How do I connect with people? No one seems available. I try and meet up with someone and they've given me a date 2 months in the future. all that stuff can feel quite jarring when you've come from people available and around all the time, very friendly, very open, very much wanting to connect and make friends. So it can feel jarring and it can feel hard to transition out of that. But guys, we're here to say it's not just you.
Yeah, it's not just you guys.
And we'll end there.
And we will bring this episode to a close. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in our next one.
We will.
Bye.
Bye, guys.